simplify 3 root 3 plus 1, this is part A, over 5 root 3 minus 7. The way we simplify this is I need to multiply both top and bottom of this fraction by the conjugate of the denominator. The conjugate of the denominator is 5 root 3. It's exactly the same values, it's just that we change the sign in the middle, so 5 root 3 plus 7 over 5 root 3 plus 7. When we expand this, I get 3 times 5, which is 15, times root 3 squared, plus 5 root 3 times 1, which is 5 root 3. I then have 7 times 3 root 3, which is 21 root 3. And then finally 1 times 7, which is 7. Working out the denominator, I get 5 root 3 times 5 root 3, which is 5 squared, times root 3 squared. And I get minus 7 times 7, which is 49, or 7 squared. Let's be consistent with what I'm writing here. So 7 squared. Okay, tidying up my fraction, I get 15 times root 3 squared. Root 3 squared is 3, so I get 45. 5 plus 21 is 26 root 3 plus 7. All over 25 times 3 is 75, minus 7 squared, which is 49. Almost there now. 45 plus 7 is 52, plus 26 root 3, all over 26. Now I can factorise the top. I can take out a common factor of 26, so I get 26 as 2 plus root 3 over 26. So we can see the 26's cancel, and we get left with an answer of 2 plus root 3. Let's have a look, see how the marks are awarded in this question. First of all, if you've multiplied by the conjugate, you get 1 method mark. If you get on the denominator 75 minus 49, you get an answer mark. If you end up with this multiplication here, so 15 times root 3 plus 5, if you end up with this, we get an answer mark. And then finally, if we get to this final simplified answer, you get your final answer mark. Let's look at part B. We have to simplify this summation of 3 terms. So the easiest way to do this is just to start off, first of all, by simplifying each term separately. So I've got root 12 times by root 24. Rather than multiplying 12 times 24, because I don't think that's a straightforward multiplication and simplification, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and simplify each of the surds first of all. So root 12 can actually be written as root 4 times root 3, which is 2 root 3. Root 24 can be written as 4 times 6, which is 2 root 6. And so when I multiply these together, I get 4 root 18. Furthermore, I can simplify the root 18 because this is root 9 times root 2. So I get 4 lots of 3 root 2. And so when I expand that out, I get 12 root 2. You could, of course, do 12 times 24, which would be 288, and then use prime factorisation to get to this result, but sometimes it's easier just to break down the smaller surds and do it in stages as I've done here. Let's look at root 150 over root 3. Where I'm going to approach this question is that the root underneath is in fact a factor of the root on top. So I'm going to rewrite root 150 as root 50 times root 3. So I get root 50 over root 3, root 50 times root 3 over root 3. Root 3's cancel, I get left with root 50. Root 50 can be written as 25 times 2. So root 25 is 5 times root 2, which cannot be simplified. And finally, our last term, I have 36 over root 2. So let's rationalise this one. There's not much I can do here. I can't divide the top by root 2. So I'm going to multiply the top and bottom by root 2. So I get 36 root 2 over root 2 times root 2 is 2. And this leaves me dividing 36 by 2 gives me 18 root 2. So what do I get in the end as a summation to simplify? Well, I get 12 root 2 plus 5 root 2 minus 18. So I put a root 5 there for some reason. Let's just correct that quickly. Plus 5 root 2 minus 18 root 2, which gives me minus root 2 as a final simplified answer. Let's see how the marks are awarded in this question. Well, first of all, standalone mark B1 if you've got 12 root 2. Second of all, standalone mark B1 if you've got 5 root 2. Third, we get a standalone B1 mark if you've got 18 root 2. And finally, if you've got minus root 2, you get the final standalone mark. Okay, hope all my answers made sense and you understood my explanations.